Imagine the sinking feeling of realizing that those you trusted have betrayed that trust. Picture the moment when the facade crumbles, revealing the true nature of those around you. It's a heart-wrenching experience, one that can leave you feeling lost and questioning everything you thought you knew about those individuals. But what if I were to tell you that there are signs, subtle hints that can help you identify those who don't deserve your trust and respect? These are the 9 archetypes of people who may present a trustworthy front, but in reality are far from it. Understanding these archetypes could be the key to transforming your relationships and protecting yourself from future heartache. As the saying goes, it takes 20 years to build a reputation and just 5 minutes to ruin it. Trust is the glue that holds relationships together, but when that trust is misplaced, it can have devastating consequences. Join us as we explore these archetypes in depth, offering insights and strategies to navigate relationships with these individuals. Stay tuned for our upcoming videos, where we will delve deeper into each archetype and provide practical advice on how to handle them. Don't forget to like and subscribe to our channel to ensure you don't miss out on this valuable content. Thank you for watching, and remember, trust wisely. In today's exploration of Stoic teachings, we will uncover 9 character types that may not always warrant our trust and respect. This is not about casting judgment, but rather about exercising discernment in choosing those we allow into our inner circle. Let's navigate these complex waters together with a spirit of understanding, mercy, and empathy, as we strive to safeguard not only our trust but also our peace of mind. Join us as we delve into the profound insights Stoicism offers in handling such delicate situations. Remember, showing mercy and empathy doesn't mean abandoning our principles. It means approaching these situations with a compassionate and understanding heart. Don't forget to like and subscribe to our channel to stay updated with our Stoic series. Thank you for embarking on this journey of self-discovery and growth with us. 1. In our journey of discernment and understanding, we now focus on the first type of individual to be wary of: the gossip monger. This person thrives on rumors and hearsay, often spreading stories that are not theirs to tell. Their conversations are a labyrinth of he said, she said, filled with details about others' lives that are neither confirmed nor relevant to them. Gossip mongers often present themselves as well-informed or in the loop. But the truth is, their habit of gossiping is a sign of deeper issues. It may stem from a need for attention, a desire to feel superior, or an attempt to redirect attention away from their own lives. The danger of engaging with a gossip monger is twofold. Firstly, it involves you in a web of unverified and potentially harmful stories. Secondly, and perhaps more importantly, it sets a precedent for how your own stories might be treated. Remember the adage, if they gossip to you, they will gossip about you. How do you handle a gossip monger? The key is not to fuel their fire. Be cautious about what you share with them and avoid participating in conversations that revolve around gossip. When faced with gossip, a Stoic approach is to either redirect the conversation to more constructive topics or to politely excuse yourself. In Stoicism, we are encouraged to focus on our actions and virtues rather than engaging in idle talk about others. This practice not only maintains our integrity, but also protects our mental peace. As we leave the gossip monger behind and move forward, let us carry with us the wisdom to engage in conversations that uplift and contribute positively to our lives and those of others. Up next, we will explore another intriguing personality type on our journey of discernment and understanding. 2. In the second part of our journey, we encounter the narcissist, an individual whose world revolves solely around themselves. They often display charm and charisma, effortlessly drawing others into their orbit. However, this charm masks their deep-seated self-absorption and lack of empathy for others. To the narcissist, relationships are merely a means to an end, a way to boost their ego and satisfy their needs. They rarely consider the feelings or well-being of others, and their interactions are often one-sided. When engaging with a narcissist, you might find yourself constantly offering support and admiration, receiving little to nothing in return. Identifying a narcissist can be challenging, as they are adept at creating a favorable image. However, cracks appear when they are asked to show empathy or engage in a give-and-take relationship. Their lack of genuine interest in others' lives and their propensity to steer every conversation back to themselves are telltale signs. Dealing with narcissists requires a strong sense of self and firm boundaries. It's essential to recognize that their behavior is a reflection of their character, not their worth. Engaging with them with an expectation of mutual respect and understanding will often lead to disappointment. In Stoic philosophy, we learn the importance of focusing on our virtues and not allowing external behaviors to disturb our inner peace. This wisdom is particularly relevant when interacting with narcissists. By maintaining emotional distance and not taking their actions personally, we protect our mental and emotional well-being. As we move beyond the realm of the narcissist, we continue to build our resilience and understanding of human nature. Join us in the next segment, where we will delve into another personality type that might be subtly impacting your life: the flatterer. 3. The flatterer is a master of compliments, skillfully making others feel special, but their flattery often conceals ulterior motives. Using praise as a tool, they seek to ingratiate themselves, gain favor, or manipulate situations to their advantage. While initially enjoyable, it's crucial to discern whether their compliments are genuine or merely a means to an end. Flatterers tend to be effusive in their praise, which can sometimes feel insincere or exaggerated. The danger of falling into their charm lies in the risk of overlooking their flaws or being persuaded to make concessions you wouldn't otherwise consider. It's essential to remain grounded and not let flattery cloud your judgment. To navigate interactions with a flatterer, it's wise to appreciate their compliments but maintain a healthy skepticism. Pay attention to their actions, as they often reveal more than their words. If you detect a pattern of insincere flattery used for manipulation or personal gain, it's a clear signal to reevaluate the relationship. In the context of Stoicism, we are reminded of the value of honesty and sincerity over superficial praise. Stoics emphasize the importance of finding self-worth from within rather than seeking external validation. By not relying on the approval of others, especially from flatterers, we uphold our independence and self-respect. As we conclude our discussion on the flatterer, we prepare to delve into the 7th type of individual in our journey. Each character we encounter along this path provides valuable insights into the complexities of human behavior and reinforces the importance of discerning trust and respect in our relationships. 4. The victim is an individual who consistently perceives themselves as besieged by misfortune, seemingly always at the mercy of external circumstances. They portray themselves as perpetual underdogs, viewing themselves as unjustly wronged by life, people, and situations. While it's important to empathize with those facing difficulties, the victim tends to make this role a central part of their identity, often using it to elicit sympathy or avoid taking personal responsibility. What makes interacting with a victim challenging is their refusal to acknowledge any role they might play in their own predicaments. They frequently avoid accountability, attributing all their problems to external factors. Engaging with them can be emotionally taxing, as their narrative tends to be filled with complaints and grievances, leaving little room for positive or constructive dialogue. Identifying a habitual victim involves recognizing their tendency to blame others and externalize their issues. They typically show little initiative in changing their situation, instead preferring to dwell in a sense of helplessness. When dealing with a victim, it's crucial to strike a balance between compassion and self-preservation. While offering support and advice is commendable, it's important to be wary of getting drawn into their cycle of negativity. Encouraging them to take responsibility for their actions and seek solutions rather than dwelling on their perceived misfortunes can be beneficial. In Stoic philosophy, we are reminded of the importance of focusing on what is within our control, our actions, responses, and judgments. This principle is particularly relevant in our interactions with victims. While we can offer guidance and support, it ultimately falls to them to take charge of their lives. Moving forward from interactions with victims requires understanding that while compassion is valuable, it must be balanced with wisdom. Recognizing when to offer help and when to step back is crucial for maintaining our emotional well-being. As we transition to exploring the 8th type of individual in our journey, we continue to gather insights into human behavior. Each encounter serves as a lesson in navigating the complexities of trust and respect in our relationships. 5. In the fifth part of our journey, we encounter the envious, individuals who secretly harbor resentment towards the successes and achievements of others. Despite appearing supportive on the surface, they often struggle with feelings of jealousy and inadequacy. Envy is a subtle emotion, not always openly displayed, making it one of the more challenging traits to identify. The envious person might offer backhanded compliments or downplay your accomplishments. Their envy can also manifest in passive-aggressive behavior or attempts to undermine your achievements. They may even try to mimic or outdo your successes, not out of genuine inspiration, but out of a desire to compete and assert their superiority. Identifying envy can be tricky, as it often hides behind a mask of friendliness or admiration. Pay close attention to their reactions to your successes or good news. Do their congratulations seem genuine, or do they always seem to inject a negative twist? Do they frequently compare their achievements to yours? Dealing with envious individuals requires tact and a strong sense of self-worth. It's important not to let their envy diminish your accomplishments or dampen your spirits. While it's natural to want to share good news with others, be mindful of whom you choose to share with, especially around envious individuals. Stoic philosophy teaches us to focus on our own path and not be swayed by the negative emotions of others. Envy reflects the inner turmoil of the envious person and does not reflect your true worth. By understanding this, you can interact with the envious without allowing their negativity to affect you. As we conclude our discussion on the envious, we prepare to unveil the ninth and final type in our exploration. Each personality type we have encountered provides valuable insights into human behavior and highlights the importance of selecting our companions wisely. 6. In our sixth exploration, we encounter the judgmental. This individual's sharp and rigid judgments cut deep, often leaving wounds unseen but deeply felt. Their intolerance for differing opinions and lifestyles paints the world in black and white, leaving no room for the vibrant hues of diversity. The judgmental may cloak their critiques in the guise of concern or wisdom, but beneath the surface lies a lack of empathy and a deep-seated need to assert their perceived superiority. Their words, though seemingly harmless, carry the weight of dismissal and condemnation, stifling the voices of those who dare to be different. Dealing with the judgmental is like navigating a minefield of judgment and criticism. Their unyielding nature and refusal to consider other viewpoints can be emotionally draining. They create an atmosphere of fear and conformity, where individuality is stifled and authentic expression is stifled. To identify the judgmental, look for signs of inflexibility and a lack of empathy in their interactions. They often seek to impose their views on others, dismissing any dissenting voices. Engaging with them requires a strong sense of self and a willingness to stand firm in your beliefs, even in the face of their harsh judgments. In Stoic philosophy, we are taught the importance of empathy and understanding in our interactions with others. We are encouraged to see beyond the surface judgments and to seek understanding and compassion. By approaching the judgmental with empathy and understanding, we can break down the barriers they have built and foster a more inclusive and accepting community. 7. The seventh individual we encounter in our exploration is the manipulative mastermind. These individuals are skilled in the art of deception, artfully crafting their web of lies and emotional manipulation. They wear masks of charm and concern, but beneath lies a calculating mind that uses others for personal gain. Their skill lies in subtlety. Their manipulation is not always overt, making it a dangerous game of shadows. How do you spot them? Look for inconsistencies in their stories and actions. They might promise the world but deliver nothing. Their words often don't match their deeds. Pay attention to how they talk about others. Manipulators often badmouth those not present, a hint of how they might speak of you in your absence. Their tactics can include guilt-tripping, gaslighting, and playing the victim to gain sympathy and control. They are adept at twisting facts and situations to their advantage, often leaving you doubting your perceptions. Remember, trust is a treasure, and with manipulators, it's a treasure constantly at risk. Their impact goes beyond mere disappointment. Prolonged exposure to such individuals can lead to emotional and psychological distress. It's crucial to trust your instincts. If you consistently feel drained, undervalued, or confused after interactions with someone, it may be a sign of their manipulative behavior. The key to dealing with manipulators is setting firm boundaries. Be clear about what is acceptable and what isn't in your interactions. Don't be afraid to say no or to question inconsistencies. It's also important to maintain emotional distance. While you can be cordial, avoid sharing personal information or relying on them for emotional support. In some cases, the best action might be to cut ties completely, especially if the manipulation is causing significant harm to your well-being. It's not easy, especially if the manipulator is a close friend or family member, but protecting your mental health is paramount. In the realm of Stoicism, we are reminded of the importance of discernment and emotional resilience. Stoics believe in facing reality as it is, not as we wish it to be. Recognizing and accepting that someone is manipulative allows us to make informed decisions about our relationship with them. As we move on from manipulators, we open ourselves to more genuine and healthy relationships, where trust is given and received with integrity. Stay tuned as we uncover the second type of individual in our next segment, where wisdom and awareness continue to guide us through the complexities of human relationships. 8. Let's examine the 8th type of individual you might want to be cautious about: the perpetual critic. These are the people who seem to have made a habit of finding fault in everything and everyone around them. Their words are often sharp and their criticism is relentless. Whether it's your choices, your dreams, or even trivial matters, nothing escapes their critical eye. What's truly concerning about perpetual critics is not just their negativity, but the underlying reasons for it. Often their criticism is less about the people they target and more about their insecurities. They might be projecting their fears, disappointments, or self-doubt onto others. So how do you deal with such individuals? First, it's crucial to distinguish between constructive criticism, which is intended to help, and destructive criticism, which only aims to belittle. Listen to what they say, but more importantly, observe why they say it. If you find their criticism is often baseless and driven by negativity, it's a sign to maintain your distance. Engaging with perpetual critics can be draining. It's like trying to fill a cup with a hole at the bottom. No matter how much positivity you pour in, it never seems to be enough. In Stoicism, we learn the importance of focusing on what we can control. While you can't control what others say, you can control how you react to it. Setting boundaries is vital. Politely but firmly make it clear that while you are open to constructive feedback, unwarranted negativity is not welcome. If the behavior persists, consider limiting your interactions with them. Your peace of mind and self-esteem are far too valuable to be eroded by constant criticism. In essence, the perpetual critic teaches us a valuable lesson in self-respect and resilience. By choosing not to internalize their negativity, you protect your inner peace. As we move forward in our exploration, let's carry with us the wisdom to discern what criticism to take to heart and what to let pass by us like the wind. Up next, we'll delve into the third type of individual, continuing our journey towards understanding and applying Stoic principles in our lives. 9. As our exploration continues, we encounter the last type, the fair-weather friend. These individuals are all sunshine and smiles when things are going well. But the moment a storm hits your life, they're nowhere to be found. Their friendship is like a leaf in the wind, present in your brightest days, but absent during your darkest hours. The fair-weather friend is often charming and sociable, making you feel truly connected. However, their loyalty is as fleeting as their presence. They are there for the good times, the celebrations, and the moments of joy. But when you need support, understanding, or someone to just listen, they vanish. Identifying a fair-weather friend can be tricky, especially when times are good. However, pay attention to how they respond when you talk about your challenges or seek their support. Do they change the subject, make excuses, or simply disappear until the skies are clear again? This behavior is a clear indicator of their fair-weather nature. Dealing with such individuals requires a balance of open-heartedness and caution. It's okay to enjoy their company, but be wary of relying on them for emotional support or sharing your deepest vulnerabilities. In the philosophy of Stoicism, we are taught to value inner resilience and the strength that comes from within. Relying too much on fair-weather friends can leave you unprepared for life's inevitable storms. So cherish the good times with them, but also build a support system with people who are there for you unconditionally. These are the friends who will stand by your side through thick and thin, the ones who truly deserve your trust and respect. As we move on from the fair-weather friend, we prepare to uncover the fourth type of individual in our journey. Each person we meet along this path teaches us something valuable about ourselves and the world around us. Stay with us as we continue to navigate these insightful lessons. As we conclude our journey, let us carry with us the lessons learned from each of these personalities. Let us remember the importance of empathy, understanding, and acceptance in our relationships. Let us strive to be beacons of light in a world often clouded by judgment and intolerance. And let us build a community where trust and respect are the pillars that hold us together. If you enjoyed this video and found value in these insights, please consider clicking the like button and subscribing to our channel. Your support helps us create more content like this and reach more people with these meaningful messages. Thank you for joining us on this journey of discovery and growth. Be sure to check out our previous videos and stay tuned for more inspiring content in the future.